anything digital can be traced. I mean, if you think that anything you do online is private, that is wrong. Not to say that, somebody's watching all your data all the time, because that's also wrong. But the fact is that if it's online, there's a record. Somebody can dig into it if they wanted to. Right. That's always the key that gets me when people are like, the government's looking at all my stuff. The government's not looking at all your stuff. Facebook might be looking at all your stuff because they advertise to you, right? But it's all there.
Right.
It's much less secure than if I wrote you a letter.
Right.
Right.
It's really interesting to me because, in the argument for privacy, you and I think, come from the school of privacy is one thing that lands on a spectrum. CIA taught us there was a spectrum between security and convenience.
Right.
Privacy lands on the convenience side, which means the closer you get to something that's convenient, the further you are from something being secure.
Yeah.
And what does national security want? Secure.
Right.
But secure is not convenient.
No.
Right? Just think about, I don't like to lock doors. You lock every door in the house.
Yep, all the time.
It's really inconvenient. It's really inconvenient when I come home late and I want to go to bed and I have to unlock the front door, relock the front door, unlock the bedroom door, relock the bedroom door, unlock my own bathroom door to get to the bathroom. It's not convenient, but it is secure.
It is secure.
Right? So privacy lands on the convenient side of that. And the problem is that our world, our government especially, is the target of every government in the world. Yeah. We're the target of terrorists. We're the target of drug dealers. We're the target of other aspiring superpowers. With all those attacks, we simply can't afford to be convenient. Among all the American citizens trying to have their privacy are also nefarious actors taking advantage of our privacy laws.
Yeah.
So, to your point, all of the data is accessible. It's just a matter of filling out a few forms so the judicial system allows us to tap Facebook on the shoulder, tap Apple on the shoulder, tap Google on the shoulder, and say, show us your records pertaining to this individual, this IP address, this metadata, whatever it might be.
And it's not easy. It's not like I meet Joe Blow at the coffee shop and I'm like, I'm going to look Joe Blow up and fill out my little request form. Right. No. When you fill out that request form, you have to have so much evidence to present that they are a nefarious actor. That there is a good, solid reason that you need access to their data. It's very strict. I think it's much stricter than people give it credit for. So, you have to build a case to access data on somebody who is an American citizen.
Right.
And, I think it's...
someone who's an American citizen.
Correct.
Because someone who's a foreigner inside the United States, you don't have the same level of rigor.
Right, but if the data is inside the United States, there's still regulations,
there's still regulations.
Right? I think what's interesting what I find interesting that I don't think people consider is that they look at themselves in the mirror and they're like, American citizen. They're not thinking about the foreign actor who comes to America, who's playing the long game for their government, who becomes an American citizen, right? You aren't who I'm targeting. I'm targeting the person from a hard target country who, there are these long operations that happen where the whole goal is for the people to come over and become a citizen or become a green card holder, right? It's not often, which is why those requests don't happen very often, but they exist.
The Russians call them illegals. The Chinese call them plants. Terrorist cells call them seeds. Right?
Yeah.
All of these are long-term ideas.
Yeah.
Right? Whereas for us, we're stuck to a 5-year budgetary cycle that Congress can't agree on. So it's really hard for us to run a 15-year operation. If you like this short clip, make sure you click here to see the next clip or here to see the full podcast episode.